Alright, I'm back. You should have your blades at zero pitch at mid stick. Alright, now we're going to check for your plus 10 and minus 10. The way I start that is I go into my Swashmix, as you can see here, and what I do is I put pretty much everything at 60. For me, my aileron and elevators are still plus and my pitch is negative. I put elevator and my aileron at 60. I put my pitch at 60, and I go from there. What's going to happen is when you go to 60 and you go full positive pitch, you're probably not going to get your plus 10. You're probably going to get 8, 7, whatever the number is. But what you want to do is at this point is at full pitch you want whatever number it is, say it's 6, and you go to full negative, you want 6. You want it to be even. Say you got 8 at the top and 4 at the bottom. It could be a number of different things. It could be that your washout blocks probably aren't exactly level at mid stick there. Another thing is your fly bar may not be level. There's a few different things you can try. What you can do is you can go ahead and shorten and lengthen each one of these to try to get them closer, and as you see that you adjust these, you're going to have to adjust mid-stick also. So you're going to adjust mid-stick and zero pitch on the blades every time you adjust your washout blocks. Just make sure when you do it, you do each side evenly, that way they stay even, and keep adjusting until you have zero pitch at mid-stick. Whatever the pitch is at your positive pitch and your negative pitch is the same. Once you do that, you'll go ahead into your Swashmix and you're going to raise your pitch. You're going to go all the way up to plus 10. Everybody knows how to use their pitch gauge to find which is plus 10. I'm not going to go over that. Alright, and then you're going to slowly increase it. Clicking it up until you get plus 10. Once you get plus 10, go to negative, and it should come in plus 10 or minus 10. So that's how you get your plus 10 and your minus 10. Alright, now we're going to go to what I call is your cyclic variations, or the max that that you can have in your cyclic range. Now here's what I've been talking about that really can't explain other than showing you, is that we have a limit, and our limit is where the fly bar control arms contact the head. As you can see, mine barely touches it because I have mine set up, but that is our limit, and what that gives us in our variation is probably 5, 5.5, maybe 6. It depends on, I guess, who majors that week. But mine's about 5.5 to 6. All right. Now, to get this, what you're gonna do is this is where you raise. And this one I'm doing it in an elevator right now. So for elevator, you just have your blades across the top, just like so. Alright, level out your fly bar and push forward on your cyclic. What you want to do is you want to adjust up your elevator until that barely touches. And then you go backwards. Now, say this barely touches and this side touches. That means your fly bar wasn't level, and what means is your two fly bar control rods aren't even. So go ahead and adjust from there. Adjust it to be even so that when you go forward it barely touches, and when you go back it barely touches, and it's the same amount of space in between. Now for aileron, it's just the same. You just rotate the blades cross side of the helicopter and you do the same, left and right. Adjust accordingly. As you can see, mine usually comes out even. I have plus 67 for aileron and elevator. and I have a -74 for pitch. Not everyone's you know, settings are going to be the same, but you know, they're probably going to be rather close. As for setting up the head, I mean, there's a lot of things like in you know, Fineless's videos is talking about the limits of your servos, on finding that, you know, when you go full negative, one servo may pull more than the other. For my case, I've already, you know, done Fineless's ways of figuring that out, and none of my servos require me to do any travel adjustments. But if yours do require any travel adjustments, what you want is you want your swash plate to be level at full positive, level at full negative. Alright? You know, after this, you just pretty much go into blade tracking, which is, you know, not too difficult. I'm sure everybody knows how to do blade tracking.